Democrats are now asking Joe Biden for a preemptive pardon, okay, of Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, and Tony Fauci. Well, what is this all about? Preemptive pardons, for heaven's sake.
Well. Plus, didn't they just criticize? Well, they went after some of my colleagues who they said asked for pardons. I don't know that they ever did, but some of my colleagues who supposedly that they went after them, and now they're doing the same thing. This is ridiculous. Donald Trump has never been about retribution.
He does not plan on retribution. He plans on restoring trust and faith of the American people.
Okay, so when you have Jim Jordan and Laura Trump pushing this message that Donald Trump isn't about retribution, which is true in the same way that John Iadarola isn't about Pop-Tart consumption, there's a reason for it. And it's not just general PR, general branding. Don't think of him in that way. No, I think this is much more targeted and timely. They're trying to convince everyone to put their guard down so that there will not be these potential protections put in place of these preemptive pardons so that Trump can go after them. That's all it is. It's saying, no. I know it looks like we're approaching the city with a horde of barbarians, but come on, we're not like the type to storm the barricades. Don't close the gate or anything. No, close the gate. Literally anything you can do to stop the retribution that he has promised and will certainly come, you should do that thing. And to be clear, I think that this is going to be a hard pivot in terms of rebranding to do, considering how much Trump has talked about retribution and revenge. Take a look.
I am your warrior. I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution. Well, revenge does take time, I will say that.
It does.
And sometimes revenge can be justified.
Those that want people to believe that you want retribution, that you will use the system of justice to go after your political enemies.
So, number one, they're wrong. It has to stop, because otherwise we're not going to have a country. Look, when this election is over, based on what they've done, I would have every right to go after them.
You know, it's a terrible, terrible path that they're leading us to. And it's very possible that it's going to happen to them.
Yeah, look, we that could go on for, I don't know, maybe the next 4 years. Just quotes of him promising retribution, all of his media lackeys saying they want retribution, all of his voters thinking that somehow the retribution he'll engage in is good for them when it has nothing to do with them at all. But I think it's pretty clear. I think we've made the point. As Brett, I want your comments on this. We're also going to put up this. Trump put this word cloud. He bleated this up on True Social. I mean, he seems to think it's pretty good that his branding is revenge. What do you think?
Well, so that's it. I don't know. Trump just does what he can to stay in the news and in power and to enrich himself. Those are the guiding principles of Donald Trump. And that appeals to a lot of people right now. Now, I think that Donald Trump is about to inflict so much economic hardship on America that he's going to need people to actively go after in the news to distract people from their hardship. Because in America, people only want to be rich and they want to be safe. And if they don't feel rich and they don't feel safe, then they need someone to blame for it. And there's a lot of small business people out there who feel that in the coronavirus shutdowns, they were aggrieved in somehow. And I understand their anger and frustration. Many people's businesses were completely shut down. Rather than blaming this huge virus and the mismanagement of Donald Trump, who was doing stuff along with Fauci at the time, including the vaccine, a lot of people, I understand, are so frustrated with the legacy of that. And until they're back on their feet, they're not going to look forward. They're going to look back at people to blame. And I know that Donald Trump has it in, he's going to go after people, period. I mean, see Hunter Biden. They just focused on Hunter Biden because it was a nice distraction to say, here, the reason that things are going so badly for you is because of corruption in the government. And he's going to go after people. I don't need to preemptively pardon anyone because so little of it actually relies on putting people in prison and puts more folk and relies more on just this idea that Donald Trump is your warrior of vengeance going after people who wronged you, even though at the same time he is putting tariffs in, which will raise prices, rather than looking at corporate CEOs who are taking so much unnecessary profit through higher prices anyway and going after them, which is what he should do. The only problem is they bankrolled his success and he has to put them in cabinet posts.
Yeah.
He's elevating them as they're elevating your cost of living.
Exactly. That's why he surrounded himself with just this disgusting toxic mix of Fox News hosts and the richest people in the entire country. You should have to do more to maintain the facade of populism. Okay? If you do this little, people should be able to see through it. And it sucks that they do not. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.